Hello, welcome back to the Glimmer Project. Today is Friday, February 6th, 2026, and I am here at Crone's Cottage, my place in Ireland that I am thoroughly enjoying the winter, the space, the quiet. And today I came across one of the many videos of the monks that are walking from Texas to Washington, D.C. And it just made my day. When you see how impactful it is, the number of people that come out to greet them along the way, this sweet little dog that was a stray and adopted them and is walking with them. Just the hope and a breath of fresh air that it all is. It's made me realize how much it feels like that's missing right now in the world. How much we crave, how much I crave something positive to focus on. Something that gives me a feeling of hope, something that is lighthearted and lifts my spirits, and their message of just simple peace and compassion. They make it simple. It's not it's not a lot of dogma. It is slowing down and paying attention to your breath. And you don't have to count, and it doesn't have to be any special speed, and it doesn't have to be through the nose and out the mouth. But just to notice breathing and not to push it, just to be with the breath. And they bring that to everything. They say, be with brushing your teeth. Be with your day-to-day errands. That come back to the breath. Think about your breath. That brings you back to what's happening in this moment and takes you out of shit that you might be going through, the hectic day. And I have pretty broad beliefs. So I don't have to be convinced. Things don't have to be proven to me. I'm pretty open to a lot of ideas. So aliens, maybe. Astrology, what else? Being out in nature, quantum physics. All of that is sure possible to me. I can't disprove it, and I can't prove it, and I'm more interested in something bigger or deeper. I want to know how all of those things connect. What are the dots? And it gives me a sense of curiosity. So it leads to more questions. And that's how life makes sense to me and how it guides me. So I bought this house about 3 years ago with just a vision of having women gathered here to be doing some kind of work. So it could be creative. It could be some kind of growth. It could be healing. It could be connecting. So some of the things that it might look like are yoga retreats or writing retreats or families getting together and having time to really spend together. It's such a beautiful place here, and it just seems like such a wonderful opportunity here to come and experience nature and go see stone circles and be open to thinking about what past generations and civilizations here might have been focusing on, what they might have known. And that's part of my philosophy, is that we don't know what we don't know. And so I'm open to things being discovered or understood later. The world was flat until we realized it was round. And we know things once we discover them. So something could be possible, and the technology and science haven't gotten to the point of explaining it yet. You know, maybe my senses are just not developed enough or strong enough to be able to perceive things that might be there. Dogs can hear sounds of whistles that we can't. Your intuition. You feel more than you pay attention to, more than you notice. You'll sometimes get a gut feeling that, oh no, I just don't want to go into that room. And that's information. And so that's what brings me to the Glimmer Project. I imagined having people gather and doing work here led by somebody else. I figured somebody could put on a yoga retreat, or a published author might gather people to write. And so I was picturing this as other people who knew how to do things, that were experts or had something specific to offer, that's who the space would be used for and with and by. And I realized that I've been putting it out there, and I haven't been getting people wanting to sign up. It hasn't gotten to any next steps, and I've finally figured out, well, really, it's up to me, and that I don't have to be an expert in something, that I do have something to offer, and it's not specific, it's pretty broad. I want to gather with people and connect and grow and heal. And I don't have to be a master of something to be able to offer those opportunities. I can have a group of people here and we can play with paints and just enjoy doing something creative. I can offer writing prompts. I can take people to the pubs and we can listen to music. I can take them to the holy wells and the stone circles and tell them some stories of how things used to be. I can invite storytellers to entertain us and also to share the importance of being able to spend time with people and share. And I think that can lead, all of that can lead to healing. That you learn about other people, you can have compassion, and you can learn more about yourself. And all along the way, we could stop and take a breath and think about what that moment is giving us, what the joyful gift is in that moment. Today, I went into town and I had to run some errands, and I was in and out of shops and made it home, looked out the window, and it was dumping. And I smiled. It's like, that could have been me 20 minutes ago. I get to appreciate the fact that I got to get all of my shopping and stuff done without getting drenched. It's the little things. And it's not easy to slow down enough to be able to capture those moments sometimes. One of the things that I believe is possible is time travel. And it just took looking at it from a different perspective. So I am time traveling all day long. I could be back last week reliving a tough conversation with my kids. I could be anticipating the drive that I'm going to have to make that's going to take 3 hours. I can be anywhere but here. And that moment can be real. My body can react to what I'm thinking about. I can feel the tension or the guilt or whatever might have been happening in a situation from the past. And I can try to imagine and plan out every possibility for something in the future. And what the monks were reminding us in such simple ways was mindfulness, to come back to what's happening right now, because who knows what you might be missing right now. And the more that you practice, the more that it is a muscle that is reflective, reflexive, that it happens more frequently and with more ease. That I notice things more that expand my heart. It could be taking the time to experience a sunset and realize that I can sigh. It is the moment of hearing a story and you get chills because it's so true. A moment of invited time travel, hearing a song that brings you back to another time. Time travel doesn't have to be bad. It can be reliving some great moments. So that's what the Glimmer Project is about. It's about noticing joyful moments and paying attention to how I react and thinking about how I might recreate it. What exactly is the feeling that I'm getting? Is it something beautiful that touches my heart? It's something deeper. And the more that we can experience that in the moment, the less time and mental space we have being taken up by the news or what you need to do next. And for me, one of the best things is that glimmer moments almost always lead to appreciation. And I think that gratitude is just one of the best things in life. When you look at all the world religions, there are certain things that are pretty common. And it's not the name of the deity that you might be worshiping. It is not the prayers and the processions. It's simple things like focusing on love, coming back to love, coming back to forgiveness, being joyful, having love, experiencing love. It's one of those above all things. So I am here to share my glimmer moments. I'm here to invite you to share yours with me. Please leave a comment, or as all of the YouTube people say, like and subscribe so that other people can find this. I'm going to keep looking for my glimmer moments, and I will be back soon to share those with you. Bye.